Hey y'all, today we are making coconut shrimp. I love me some shrimp, y'all.
Shrimp is the fruit of the sea. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it.
So let's get started. So first you're going to need a bowl of medium shrimp, and I am using Publix peeled and deveined. Work harder, not smarter, people. But these do have the tail on just because it makes it a lot easier when you are dipping the shrimp into the batter. So first we're going to start out by seasoning our shrimp. And you can season to your liking because y'all know how that goes. All right, so there's some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Then we're going to mix that up. And yes, my hands have been washed and sanitized and cleaned. And then once that's all mixed up, we're just going to sit that to the side for now and let that marinate. Now we're going to work on our breading. So for the breading, we're going to be using 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Planko breadcrumbs, and we're going to use 1 cup of coconut. This is sweetened coconut. You can also buy unsweetened, but I like mine to have a little bit of sweetness to it. Then you're going to mix this all up. Then you're going to want to have half a cup of flour in a bowl, just plain flour with nothing else in it. So we're going to set that to the side. And then last, we're going to make the batter. So for the batter, we're using 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And then we're going to use 4 ounces of water. But you want to make sure that you're eyeballing this and kind of play it by ear, because if you put too much water in it, it'll just be soupy and then you can't take it back. So I'm just going to eyeball it here. But this is about 4 ounces of water, and I'm just going to stir as I go. I'm using red chili powder just because it gives it that nice golden color when you fry it. So even though it's red, it does give the shrimp a nice golden color. So we're just gonna keep stirring. And then last, because this is getting a little bit thick, I'm going to add our egg substitute. I'm using flaxseed gel, which I usually store in my fridge. If you guys aren't familiar with flaxseed gel, I can show you how to make that in a separate video, because it really is like a science project, like no joke. And this may be an option for you even if you don't have any egg allergies or intolerances. It's a great option if you can't find eggs, because eggs are very hard to find right now in the store. So flaxseed gel is a great substitute. So enough rambling though. I'm just going to use about a tablespoon of the flaxseed gel. And then we're just going to stir and stir. And just to save time, I'm going to show you what it should look like once you've mixed it all together. Should have the same consistency as, like, you know, pancake mix. All right, so now it's time to dip. It's time to dip. It's time to dip our coconut shrimp. We're gonna start by dipping the shrimp into the flour first. Make sure it's all covered up. Shake, 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 shake. Then we're going to dip it in our batter. And y'all, these shrimp, they are pre-cooked. You know, it does save a lot of time, and then you don't have to worry about your shrimp being undercooked, because sometimes the heat will overcook the coconut and the shrimp is not done. So by it being pre-cooked, you don't necessarily have to worry about that. So now I'm just coating the shrimp with the breadcrumbs and the coconut. And then we're just gonna sit that on our plate. So, and then we're just gonna repeat, dip the shrimp in the flour. Dip it in our batter. And then dip it in the coconut. And then we're just gonna, so your shrimp should look like this. We're going to now put these in the fridge to chill for like maybe about an hour or so. We definitely want to make sure that the coconut is solid and is not going to melt once we throw it into our oil. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, y'all, so now we've taken our shrimp out of the fridge and we're just going to drop them in our hot oil. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, so we're going to put in about 3 at a time, maybe even 4. We want to practice social distancing. If you overcrowd the pot, then it won't really cook well. All done, and I've added some hot sauce to mine, but you can use whatever sauce you like. Thank you for tuning in. Stay blessed. Bye.